Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Question. Have you ever been driving on the street or a highway and passed by a speed trap and hit your flashes to warn other drivers that the popos are trying to set them up? Give me a thumbs up if you say, hell yeah, I done it. Thumbs down if you say, no, man, that ain't right, that ain't right. My thoughts. Yeah, I've done it before, fam. I've done it. I've done it several times. And I'll do it again. That's right, I'll do it again to protect my fellow man and woman out here on these dangerous highways where they're just setting up speed traps left and right, not to keep us safe, but to shake us down. So we got a case out of West Virginia where a sheriff's deputy pulled over William Iannacone for flashing his headlights at oncoming cars to warn them about an upcoming speed trap, even though there is no law against that, and courts have ruled it as a form of protected speech. Nicholas County Sheriff's Deputy J.D. Ellison then became irate when Iannacone laughed at him for threatening to arrest him over an unsigned registration card, ordering him out of the vehicle to frisk and handcuff him, even though the U.S. Supreme Court has long ruled that they cannot do that unless the driver is armed or poses a threat. Neither was the case in this situation. And check this out, fam. The officer was on the phone with an unknown prosecutor, unnamed prosecutor, and the prosecutor apparently told him to lay off, leave the man alone, don't arrest him. Do not arrest him for laughing at you or the flashing lights. But dude wanted to make the arrest. In fact, a little bit more of the backstory is, as William was passing the speed trap, another cop is on the other side coming his way. So he sees him flashing and warning the other drivers, the oncoming drivers, right? So he gets on the radio and tells the other cop that's conducting the speed trap, yo, he's warning people that you're waiting on him, that you're set up. I'm gonna stop this guy. See, so it was a false stop in the first place. It was an illegal stop. It was a false detainment and arrest. Let me tell you something, fam. Oh, and by the way, dude did sue. The outcome of the suit is unknown, but the driver did sue because he claimed, rightfully so, that the police officer violated his constitutional rights for First Amendment free speech, right? Boom, got him, salute, absolutely. See, this is what you have to do, fam. When they come at you, you gotta stand up for yourself. You can't be so scared and intimidated by Johnny Law and the authorities and all of this stuff. You can't be intimidated by that. See, these are only titles. And the people that are standing behind those titles are only people. They're people just like you and I. They breathe, they bleed, they get sick, they die, just like you and I. If their skin gets punctured, they will bleed, just like you and I. Yeah, they experience grief when a loved one is lost. This is why I do not understand why some of them cannot understand that when they illegally take the life of people and they abuse people, destroy people's lives, how they have no feeling, no regard for that, like they feel nothing. They have no empathy. But it's just amazing how when something happens to one of them, how it's the brotherhood, it's all about the brotherhood, sticking together, it's a tight-knit blue community. It's absolutely amazing. It's the whole us against them mentality, which trickles down into communities all across this country and just makes for bad policing. Totally bad policing. And this dude is one of the worst. He should have been fired. He absolutely should have been fired because he violated that man's rights and he knew he was violating his rights. He knew when that dude was flashing those lights, he knew that that was illegal to stop him. But boy, it ain't nothing worse in this country than aggravating a police officer's emotions. Yeah, man. Nothing like hurting their feelings. Now, some cops, and when I say some cops, I'm talking about very few. It's very few who understand conflict resolution, who understands that they're there to serve and protect, and a big part of protecting is protecting people's constitutional rights, protecting their civil rights, and respecting their humanity. That's a big deal. But you know how some of them are. Some of them are just straight uncivilized mutts. And that's who this guy is, in my opinion. He's an uncivilized mutt who don't play by the rules. And if I were somehow involved in any of that, I would do a deep dive into his background and see who else he's violated. I'm sure he's violated a number of people because he got that mentality like, whatever I say go, I'm Johnny Law. So your rights don't matter. It's all about what matters to me, what I want to do. Now, he gave dude a ticket for the flashing lights. And he also gave him a ticket for an unsigned registration, which he said carries up to 6 months in jail. But he was so-called giving him a break on that, which dude thought was so absurd that he started laughing. So when he started laughing, it really, really hurt his feelings. It really hurt his tender feelings. That's when he told him to get out of the car. And he made the arrest. And remember, fam, the prosecutor told him, don't arrest him. He did it anyway. Imagine how many of them out there that do the same thing. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.